Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to HOI4 TNO, Indonesia. We're about to, ascend into the next realm. Oh, we will find how to, oh no. He seemed like a good boy. Not as corrupt as us, so that's something, Oh well. The national address, static, all-encompassing, pervasive. Nowhere in the entire complex could one find a single moment of rest from the buzzing of the radio. Sukarno had insisted, or rather demanded, the PA system had been tuned to frequency 93.5, the station of the rebellion. Hatta's abrupt betrayal had obviously affected the president. The lavish party spilled over with women and booze. Those were not his friends. The Japanese businessmen he rubbed shoulders with, all superficial. All it took was one person to be ripped from him to change his entire perception of life. To all those yearning for a free Indonesia. The simple phrase ripped Sukarno away from his thoughts. Hatta's voice, as much as Sukarno was relieved to hear, alarmed him. His message did not seem like a friendly reconciliation he expected. I speak as someone who has seen the inner workings of Sukarno government. A government that rose to the power by using the people as stepping stones. Has Sukarno lifted you up? Have you enjoyed the amenities of the rest of the world? No, every rupiah made is funneled back to the state, to the pocket of Sukarno. While you live in the disease-infested shacks, he dines with the very man who pillaged this country 2 decades ago. Sukarno would have you believe that there exists only 2 options: the continuation of his regime or the destruction of Indonesia as we know it. My friends, Indonesia as we know it deserves to die. This is not the nation promised to you, nor the one you deserve. I present an alternative, an opportunity to tear down this nation from the foundation and build a new one from the ashes. A free republic that is the envy of China. China? Asia. Not a stain. Huh. Alright. Interesting. A rival government? Uh-oh. Things are heating up pretty quickly. And oh, speaking of heating up, they're also kind of heating up over here as well. Can I help you? Send equipment. Well, I don't have any equipment, probably. I barely have anything for myself, let alone for other people. Troubles in paradise. They speak for Sukarno. Yeah, this is just flavor text right now. Mr. President, this is exactly what Hatta wanted. Oh no. I won't hear from him ever again after tomorrow. Now get the fuck out of my office. Oh no. We're losing our mind. Maybe going for Sukarno wasn't the greatest idea, but whatever. We're here already. It's too late. We will die with this ship. Alright, escalation. Yeah. It's just escalation events, basically. Nothing unusual. Arresting the traitor. Oh no. He felt his eyes sting. He has lost it, Nasution spat. We've spent all of our time and effort turning the entire nation upside down looking for criminals and terrorists. How foolish to assume our garden was free of snakes. Sukarno glared at the general. He is not a terrorist. He is your superior. Explain this then. Are we taking orders from the detractors now because we believe Mr. President? I'd be more than happy to oblige. The 2 men shared a tense gaze. Sukarno sized the man up and down. Before him stood a general, a popular one at that, but Nasution was more than a general. He was an idea, similar to Sukarno. One man was the spirit of a nation, the other the body. For all of Sukarno's admirers, there were just as many who would be pleased to see him hang. Nasution kept them in check. For all intents and purposes, the army had occupied the office of the president. Sukarno stood up, the knuckles resting on his desk. Your action is solely at the whim of this office. You see this? I'll tell you who to kill. When you do it, when to do it and how. I'll tell you to deliver me the traitor and you will, I'll tell you when to shit and you will, when to wipe. Do you comprehend me? You'll bring me Hatta. Because I asked, not because you hold any power. Oh, he has not been arrested. I guess in here. Oh, coming up empty-handed. No, we will arrest him eventually, that's the thing. Otherwise we can't do this one. Sadly we'll have to kill Hatta though. That's kind of a bummer. He seemed like a very, you know, big brain boy. A united front. Enough was enough. Sukarno had it with the manipulation. He was not some pawn in their game. Indonesia was not some pawn in their game. There was no game. Sukarno had ripped the board out from under the players. His grand project was not the playground for aspiring generals or conniving politicians. This was a nation, goddammit. And it was time his subordinates started acting like it. Sukarno briskly hustled through the corridors of the assembly. He had an act of his own mind. Game over, Hata. Your little adventure is over. The legislators skimmed over the act before them, while Sukarno orated from the top of the podium, casting spells with his arms and chanting the message to his opponents, the tactic he had used to get him thus far. He shouted for a Merkeda. He harkened back to the days of the Dutch. He spun a tale of a freshly united nation, doomed to fall back into the same unorganizing, squabbled tribes and kingdoms that had made easy pickings for the imperialists. He bled the story of Indonesia. Out of every pore of his body not only oozed unrivaled nationalism, but the acute observation could pick up the desperation in his voice. As Indonesia deflated before their representatives, having no more left to give, he mustered all that was left in him to one last cry, demanding the approval of the act before them. Sukarno's labored breathing was the only sound in the assembly. In the quiet, Sukarno met the eyes with his enemies and friends, pleading for them to put nation above politics. Although it seems like they sat in silence for centuries, eventually it was time for a decision. Sukarno watched anxiously as part of the room rose in affirmation, the other in negation, and a slim few abstaining. He couldn't tell from looking, but he was hopeful. He had to be. Uh-oh. No, we did say we were gonna play as Indonesia, right? But we're all free, so there's that. Got 37 boys? Alright, you in here? You in here, right? You in here? Maybe I should like wait for 1 second. Ready the forces? No, Sukarno speaks. Operation Phoenix. Alright, this is gonna be a rough one. Oh, I've broken everything. And 3 years until this becomes a stalemate. No. Go. Oh, we can't go in there. I guess we gotta go in here. Alright, that's a good start. You go in here. You go in here. Keep him in check, please. And down here. And you go down here. Alright. This is gonna be a rough one, I'll tell you that much. It really was. You guys, we gotta do something, right? You guys can go down here. This is all pretty much safe. We can pincer them in here. Go down here. Alright. That'll keep us somewhat protected. That will keep us somewhat protected. Good. Those ones are dead. Stop it. No. That's not what I meant. Stop it. In here, in here. Let's also attach leaders to everyone. Good. Just random boys, really. We don't really... I don't know. There we go, and the final one. We don't have that many leaders in general, so... just attach whatever you can find, really. Yo, this one's rough. Can't do anything about this guy, right? Alright, Sukarno speaks. Sukarno was in his element. He could control a crowd like God controlled the wind and the rain. To some, Sukarno was a god, but it was becoming clear that his fellowship was dwindling. His flock began to weed out the true believers and the snakes in his garden, and Sukarno could not be happier. Although the people had taken up arms against him, he had seen the hope he inspired in people. He hadn't made a war speech in 20 years. He had grown accustomed to speeches for businessmen, speeches where he inspired laughter, not bloodlust. You have seen what we have built, how lucky you are to be Indonesian. How lucky you are to be prosperous. Well, we'll see about that. We gotta be successful first, you know, buddy. One step at a time. These ones are gonna be dead, so I'm very happy with that. Yeah, we got our good authority on everyone. Something like this. Actually, no. You go in here. We can catch him up. We can catch up to them. Don't worry. We can catch up to... Oh no, what the hell? There we go. Keep him in check, please. Alright, these boys. In here. But first we gotta, you know, take care of this one. Nice and quickly. Yo, we're doing it though. We're doing it though. We're doing it quite well. I think we did lose a troop. But, you know. There's only so much we can do. Conscription. Suspend the assembly. Of course. Democracy is for peasants, apparently. No. Now you can go down here. Alright? That sounds fine. Good. These ones are being taken care of. Oh, he moved away from here, the fool. We're gonna be taken away everything that they have. Let's go in here. Eliminating the original enemy. The PKI, basically. You can read this, but I'm not particularly interested in this right now. I'm focused on the Civil War, so make sure to pause the video. Sure, let's get some manpower. We don't really need it, but whatever. No, just stay here. Get in here instead. Good. Something like that, right? These are not gonna starve out. Apparently not. But, I mean, we're doing just fine, as you can see. Kicking them out. Slowly but surely. Alright, these ones are done. They're done cooking. Actually, you just go in here. You go take care of these ones, please and thank you. I just stay here, that's fine. You just guard this one for now. Gotta go take care of these ones first before we're really safe. Good, good. Oh, they're starving. They are starving. All right. In here as well. Thank you. This one doesn't seem to want to fall that quickly. But it's okay. We can figure it out. Resource gate efficiency, sure. Yeah, please go on ahead. Walk in, buddy. No? What we have... Yes, please. Good. No, you can't go there just yet. You cannot go there just yet. Alright, we're pushing them back, so that's good. This one we can't seem to take care of at all. There we go. Now in here as well. Please and thank you. Split up. Protect this portion, please. Oops, get that. No cheating needed in here. As you can see, I'm doing quite well. Actually, how's this going? Oh, they're almost dead? Oh, dude. I think once we take this, we'll be golden. There we go. Can't you guys, Oh, this one's already done. Good. Oh, are we already? No, no, no. That's not our civil war. Not yet. Oh, we're getting there though. We are getting there. Sure. And honestly, you... There we go. All the way down there, please. That should be good, right? That's quite good. The Men of Medan. Oh. Isn't it also like a horror game or something? Of the like... Something horror game, Man of Medan. Oh, look at that though. 95% of the way there towards capitulation. This is an easy civil war. Easy little civil war. Good. Oh, there we go. Is that enough? 99, Jesus Christ, mate. What do you mean? Oh, he's coming. Oh, there we go. We have won. We have won. The victory of a civil war. President Sukarno, the rightful at least victorious leader of the Indonesia, stared blankly across the waving, bouncing field of people. They were cheering, all of them. Sukarno didn't understand why. He was relieved, certainly, but not happy. How could he be happy? He looked at the paper in his hands, a speech written by General Suharto. The president had wanted to deliver his own impassioned monologue to adorning mass, but for some reason he did not have the resolve to refuse the general's request. Sukarno's forehead creased with confusion. Since when did he do what Suharto told him to? He briefly glanced over at the man. Unlike the rest of Suharto's entourage, he was smiling. He had a huge, positively ecstatic grin plastered over his fat face. He looked like a gambler who had put everything on black and walked away a millionaire. Sukarno tilted his head. Since when did Suharto smile? Next to him sat the Defense Minister Nasution. A grim weight pulled his mouth downwards in a distasteful frown. Sukarno mirrored the frown. He had already seen the plans, the terrible shaped diagrams and reports. The war was won, but resistance would certainly continue. Nasution's job was to end the resistance as quickly as possible by any means necessary. Unfortunately for the rebels, was terrifyingly liberal. Sukarno turned back to the screaming, proud storm of people. For a few dozen minutes, he was President Sukarno, savior of Indonesia. The speech was grand, the tempo was inflammatory with an adulation. When he finished at the last chant died down, he looked at the seat as another, less important official gave his own performance. He turned to Hatta, his vice president and friend, to ask him how he did. Was it good? But Hatta wasn't there. He was gone. He had been gone for a long time. Backdrop fell away. The spotlight moved on. Aw, man. That's it? So it's only about the Civil War. Well, that's a shame. I mean, we won. I think we're independent now, right? Yes, we are independent. But that's it. That's a short little campaign, but I wanted to try the Civil War. It was a fun little Civil War, no matter how short it was. You know, you had to, like, go over all the islands, this and that, whatever. And, yeah. Alright. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. I do hope you've enjoyed this campaign. I certainly did. It was a lot of fun, and it's good to be back in TNO. So yeah, hopefully till next time, and hopefully you have a nice day. Bye bye.